When most people picture the wealthy, images of flashy cars, designer clothes, and exotic vacations often come to mind. But here's the surprising truth. Many ultra-wealthy individuals intentionally avoid certain purchases, and it's not about being cheap or miserly. It's about strategy, discipline, and understanding the true value of money. Rich people don't think of money the same way most people do. To them, every dollar is a tool, not just something to be spent. They focus on investments, appreciating assets, and experiences that generate long-term returns, while avoiding things that immediately depreciate or drain resources. In this video, we'll explore the habits and purchases the wealthy intentionally avoid. From skipping impulsive buys to saying no to flashy status symbols, these choices reveal a mindset that prioritizes financial freedom over appearances. By the end, you'll understand that the secret to maintaining and growing wealth isn't just about what the rich buy, it's often about what they refuse to buy. These forbidden purchases are strategic decisions that protect and multiply wealth over time, and they form the foundation of a mindset that separates the ultra-wealthy from everyone else. One of the most consistent habits among wealthy individuals is avoiding impulse purchases. Impulse spending is often fueled by emotion, social pressure, or the desire for instant gratification. While it may feel satisfying in the moment, it rarely contributes to long-term wealth. The wealthy take a different approach. Before buying anything, they ask themselves, does this add value to my life, my business, or my financial future? Even small purchases, like a fancy gadget or a trendy outfit, are scrutinized for their potential return or impact. If there's no measurable benefit, they simply don't buy it. This isn't about depriving themselves or living frugally for the sake of it. It's about prioritizing resources for purchases and investments that truly matter, assets, business opportunities, or experiences that build skills and connections. By avoiding impulsive buys, they maintain financial discipline, liquidity, and the ability to seize opportunities that can multiply their wealth. For example, instead of spending hundreds on a new phone every year, a wealthy person may invest that money in a course, stock, or side business that produces a return many times over. This consistent avoidance of impulse spending compounds over decades, illustrating how small choices can have enormous long-term effects. Another surprising habit of the wealthy is that they rarely spend money on expensive consumables, items that depreciate quickly or offer status without lasting value. Think high-end gadgets, trend-driven fashion, or luxury accessories that are meant purely to impress. Why do they skip these purchases? The answer is simple. These items lose value the moment they leave the store. Unlike stocks, businesses, or real estate, they don't generate income, grow in value, or create opportunities. Instead, they're fleeting pleasures that vanish over time. Wealthy individuals prioritize purchases that appreciate or produce value. A designer handbag or a limited edition gadget might be appealing, but they know that money spent on these items could instead fund investments that compound over years, building wealth and financial freedom. This mindset is about thinking strategically rather than emotionally. While the average person may buy things to impress others or satisfy temporary cravings, the wealthy evaluate purchases for long-term utility. Each dollar is an opportunity to build knowledge, acquire assets, or create leverage. Skipping luxury consumables becomes a deliberate decision to focus on growth over gratification. Many people equate wealth with flashy cars, designer clothing, or extravagant watches. But in reality, most ultra-wealthy individuals avoid chasing status symbols altogether. They understand that these items rarely create value, often depreciate quickly, and can even attract unwanted attention. Instead of spending money to impress others, the wealthy focus on things that generate real growth, influence, or security. For instance, they may drive reliable, modest vehicles, live in understated homes, and wear functional clothing because their wealth isn't measured by appearances, but by freedom, control, and long-term security. This mindset is a powerful distinction. True wealth is invisible to those who don't understand it. While the average person may equate luxury goods with success, the rich know that a flashy lifestyle can erode wealth and distract from bigger priorities, like investments, education, or business opportunities. The lesson is clear. Avoiding status-driven purchases isn't about deprivation. It's about strategic restraint. By refusing to chase social validation through material goods, wealthy individuals protect capital, maintain focus, and direct resources toward things that truly matter. One of the key habits that separates the wealthy from the average person is their extreme caution with debt. While most people accumulate credit card balances, personal loans, or financing for depreciating goods, rich individuals avoid these traps like the plague. They understand that buying things on credit that lose value quickly, such as luxury cars, expensive vacations, high-end gadgets, or designer clothing, creates stress, financial liability, and a long-term drag on wealth accumulation. Whereas many people see debt as a convenience, the wealthy see it as a potentially dangerous tool if misused. Instead of using credit to finance lifestyle choices, they leverage debt strategically, borrowing to invest in appreciating assets, grow businesses, or access opportunities that produce returns greater than the cost of the loan. For example, taking a calculated loan to acquire a rental property or invest in a growing startup is very different from buying a luxury car on credit that loses thousands the moment it leaves the dealership. Avoiding unnecessary debt allows them to maintain financial flexibility, peace of mind, and the ability to capitalize on opportunities quickly. Without high-interest liabilities draining cash flow, wealth compounds naturally over time. Whereas many people struggle with monthly payments, late fees, and interest, wealthy individuals spend with purpose, maintain control, and preserve their long-term freedom and security. The lesson: not all debt is bad, but consumer debt is wealth's silent enemy, and avoiding it is a critical habit of the rich. Another behavior that distinguishes the wealthy is their ability to resist trends and societal hype. Most people are heavily influenced by marketing, peer pressure, and social media, often purchasing the latest gadgets, fashion items, or lifestyle products because everyone else has it. The ultra-wealthy rarely succumb to these impulses. They understand that trend-driven purchases often provide temporary satisfaction but no lasting value. A limited edition sneaker, a hyped-up smartphone, or a fashionable gadget might impress others for a short while, but it doesn't generate wealth or personal growth, and in many cases, it quickly loses value. Instead, rich individuals focus on timeless investments and enduring value. This could be acquiring skills that increase earning potential, building a business with sustainable revenue, or purchasing assets that appreciate over time, like real estate, stocks, or intellectual property. By ignoring societal pressure, the wealthy maintain clarity, discipline, and focus on long-term goals. They understand that wealth isn't about keeping up with appearances. It's about creating opportunities and security decades into the future. While trends fade, the results of strategic decisions compound over time, multiplying both financial and personal growth. The lesson: resist short-term hype and focus on lasting value over temporary social approval. Wealth is built by ignoring distractions, not chasing them. The wealthy also approach leisure and entertainment with the same purposeful mindset as their investments. Many people spend excessively on costly hobbies or entertainment that do not produce growth, such as extravagant vacations purely for show, over-the-top dining experiences, excessive gaming, or paying top dollar for fleeting thrills. While enjoying life is important, the rich choose experiences and habits that enhance skills, relationships, and opportunities. For example, a vacation might be combined with learning a new language, attending a business seminar, or building connections. Hobbies are often productive, like golf for networking, reading for knowledge, or fitness to maintain health and focus. Even relaxation is intentional, ensuring time and money are not wasted on purely indulgent activities. This habit demonstrates a mindset of purposeful spending. Every dollar and every hour is evaluated for its potential to preserve wealth, create value, or provide meaningful, long-term experiences. It's not about deprivation. It's about strategic enjoyment. Even leisure is considered an investment in themselves, their networks, or their business ventures. The lesson: wealthy people don't spend blindly on entertainment. They make deliberate choices that enrich their lives and support their long-term goals. One of the most powerful strategies the wealthy use to preserve and grow their wealth is avoiding consumption traps. Items that may look appealing in the short term but quietly erode capital over time. Many people are drawn to trendy gadgets like the latest smartphone, smartwatch, or high-end headphones. While these items may seem exciting, they quickly become obsolete or lose value. A $1,500 gadget might be worth only a fraction of that within a year, providing no return and no long-term benefit. Flashy cars are another common trap. While luxury vehicles can make a statement, they depreciate rapidly, often losing 20 to 30% of their value in the first year alone. Maintenance, insurance, and registration costs add up, turning an aspirational purchase into a financial drain. Even designer goods purchased for social approval fall into this category. Designer handbags, shoes, or clothing may impress others, but they rarely appreciate in value or contribute to wealth. Buying status-driven items gives temporary satisfaction but creates no lasting financial impact. Instead, wealthy individuals focus on assets that appreciate, knowledge that multiplies, and investments that compound over time. Stocks, real estate, businesses, and education are all examples of purchases that generate value rather than simply consume it. By avoiding these traps, the rich ensure their money works for them, not against them. While others chase trends, they grow their wealth silently and steadily, letting time and strategy compound their financial advantage. Lesson: avoid consumption traps. Protect your capital and focus on things that build value, not just appearance. For the wealthy, every purchase is a strategic decision. Nothing is bought casually or on impulse. Instead, they ask themselves, will this purchase generate returns, create opportunities, or enhance my life in the long run? This long-term mindset applies not only to investments but to everyday spending. For example, buying a high-quality home office setup may seem expensive initially, but it can improve productivity, generate opportunities, and pay for itself over years. Similarly, choosing a reliable vehicle over a flashy sports car may save thousands in depreciation, insurance, and maintenance. Wealthy individuals think in decades, not days. Even small purchases are evaluated for their potential to contribute to long-term goals. They avoid buying things simply because they are trendy, convenient, or popular. Every decision is filtered through the lens of future impact, compounding value, and strategic advantage. This long-term thinking creates a compounding effect in lifestyle and finances. Small, wise choices accumulate over time, reducing wasteful spending while increasing savings, investments, and opportunities. Whereas the average person reacts to impulses or social pressure, the rich consistently make decisions that protect wealth and strengthen financial freedom. Lesson: thinking long-term in every purchase is what separates the wealthy from the majority. Instant gratification is avoided in favor of decisions that create lasting value and security. So, what is the ultimate secret to staying wealthy? It isn't just how much you earn, it's what you refuse to buy. The ultra-wealthy understand that protecting and growing capital is just as important as generating it. Key takeaways from this video: 1. Avoid impulse purchases. Resist spending driven by emotion, trends, or social pressure. Think before you buy. 2. Skip trendy, depreciating items. Gadgets, flashy cars, and designer goods may impress others but erode wealth over time. 3. Don't chase status symbols. True financial power is invisible. External validation is costly and rarely provides value. 4. Use debt strategically, not for consumption. Borrow only for assets, business, or growth opportunities, never for luxury consumption. 5. Spend purposefully and think long-term. Every dollar should either preserve wealth, create value, or enhance skills and opportunities. By following these principles, the wealthy ensure every decision contributes to lasting growth. True financial intelligence is knowing what not to buy as much as knowing what to invest in. The biggest lesson? Wealth isn't just about making money, it's about protecting it, using it strategically, and making decisions with decades in mind. Avoiding the traps that drain capital is just as important as finding opportunities that multiply it. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories about wealth, luxury, and the mindset of the rich.